Good day, OA. My name is Lionel Garcia. I'm your Vice President of Sales and Agent Development, and I'm excited to be with you today because it is not Monday. It is Tuesday, but it is the first time of this week, and so I did move due to Memorial Day. I moved our Motivation Monday call for Tuesday. As I told you, I want these motivational moments as much as you are telling me that you like them. So I went ahead and I pushed our Motivation Monday to today, and I'm excited to be here with all of you. So let's start off our week with intentionality, investing in our mindset, and let's jump in to how I love to start our Motivation Mondays every single week, and that is with our wins of the week. So tell me, what are your wins? Drop them into the chat box. What are they personal? Are they professional? Do you have a mindset win? Was it a booking that you just created? Was it a follow-up or a connection that was made? Have you made any achievable progress toward your goals? I'm sure you probably have. Let me know. Want to know what your motivations are, what you are proud of, what your wins are for the last week. I can tell you that over here, for me, our wins last week was awesome. We were able to host several of our outside agent partners, agents here in Jacksonville for our luxury training, and that was awesome. We had over 20 suppliers come and share their knowledge, their product, their experience to help guide, mold, and train our agents on how to build and grow their business with luxury and luxury clients. So that was a huge win. And the other win was, on a personal note, I was able to do nothing yesterday, nothing at all. And my favorite part was the weather held up and I was able to float in my pool for quite a bit and enjoy some time there. So let's see, we do have I am a new agent and just booked your first repeat client. Congratulations, Michael. That is awesome. Love reading that, because the truth is every win does count, especially during those seasons when momentum does feel slower. So I want to celebrate those wins with you. I want all of us to celebrate your wins. So put them in to the chat box so that we can share them. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and do that. If you're watching it on a replay, still do it, because we're going to all celebrate those wins with you. So our motivational moment this week is to talk about beating the mid-year slump. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Lionel, there's no way at all that it already could be halfway through the year. But yeah, next week we are at the mid-year point, and it is wild to think the fact that, wow, we've already made it halfway through this year. So here's something important that we need to say out loud, and that is mid-year slumps are normal. Yes, you heard me say it. I want you to say it. Mid-year slumps are normal, right? There could be dips in your energy. Your motivation can fade. Bookings traditionally slow down as we come into the summer season. That feverish pace of bookings that come in January and February and into early March kind of just trickle and slow down coming into the summer. And so this could affect your confidence. But I don't want you to think that this means you are failing, because it doesn't. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It actually means that you're human, right? You're building a real business. You're putting real effort, and you're just human, and you're living in a real world with ups and downs. And so here's the kicker. Here's something that you need to remember, is that the problem is not the slump. No, the problem is staying stuck in the slump. That is the problem, because momentum isn't going to just magically return on its own. It's going to return when you intentionally re-engage. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about some of the things that you can do to re-engage and put yourself back into the game. Before I go, there is a comment here, Nancy. Glad to hear you say that. Yes, it's okay to be in a slump, but the thing is, you don't have to stay in that slump. So let's talk about how you can re-engage. And I want to share with you a few shifts to your mindset that can help you do exactly that and re-engage. One is that when the season is slower, like you might be experiencing right now, this is the time to be strengthening and not quitting. So you should be building on things instead of just throwing in the towel or saying, okay, I'm done. No, this is when you can improve your systems, improve the process, sharpen your skills, maybe take some courses, educate yourself, go experience something. So this will help you sharpen your skills so that when things do come back, you are even more prepared than you were before you got into the slump. Next thing to keep in mind is that motivation follows movement. So you don't need to feel inspired all the time, right? I know that's hard with. That's why we have our motivation Mondays is to try to feel inspired all the time, but you do need to keep moving. And that's what is super important, because moving is what's going to inspire your motivation. And all you need to do is just take one more step. Don't be afraid to just take that next step. Sometimes you feel like, well, why? What's the point of taking the next step? Things aren't moving. What am I doing? But as long as you have a plan, take one more step to get you closer to whatever your why is, whatever brought you to do what it is that you're doing, whatever you see as your finish line. Set that finish line and take that next step to get you closer to that finish line. The next mindset shift that you need to worry about is and focus on is that comparison can kill your momentum. I don't want you to focus on other people's highlight reels, right? Because everyone always shares on Facebook the best version of them, or Instagram, the best version of them. I want you to focus on your progress. Focus on taking that next right step for you, not the step that's going to compare you or make you like someone else, because the truth is, your business is very much your business. So focus on your progress and not someone else's highlight reel. So a slump is not a stop sign. This is so important to remember, that a slump, it's just a checkpoint. It's a moment in time. And that's why I wanted to talk about it now in the middle of the year, to just let you know that it's okay. And so this is a point to just reflect and see your way through it, as you do with everything. So make sure that no matter what you're doing, do it with a purpose. Put one foot in front of the next and work on keeping these mind shift changes, like strengthen yourself and don't quit, motivate yourself and just take one next step, and only worry about you and what you can do. And don't look above, don't look below. No comparison. Compare yourself to you yesterday and just get 1% better than you were yesterday. That's my goal for you. That's my goal for this week. So let's jump into our action. Here's my call to action for you to reignite your momentum. Is I want you to choose one momentum building action and complete it this week. Yes, it's simple. Just one. Remember, I said just improve yourself 1% over yesterday, or take just one next step. So here you go. Here's your action plan. Can you reach out to 5 past clients? Maybe that's something you could do. Maybe you don't have 5 past clients. Reach out to 1 past client. Maybe create a simple social post. There's so many options for you to do this. Obviously, you have AI. You could have your own creativity. You can do Rallyo or Branch Up, or you could use approach guides, but do one simple social post. Maybe you should revisit a destination or a supplier that you love. Go back to them, learn more about them. What are they doing that's new and exciting? How are they going to market? How are they communicating what they have going on? And how can you help bring that to life for your clients? Maybe there's an offer that you've done before. Maybe it's a loyalty offer. Maybe it's a refer and receive offer. Maybe it's something for your agency. Maybe it's a group offer that you've created to just incite interest and business from your marketplace. How about bringing that back? Or what's your goal for the next 90 days? What are your goals for your business for the next 90 days? Do you have one? Have you created one? now's the time. Here's your call to action to do just that. So don't forget, momentum will start small. Clarity comes from that action, and confidence will grow from your progress. So my recommendation for you is don't aim for perfection. I know all of us, we shoot for perfection. We want to be perfect in our business, but I want you to focus on aiming for motion. Just keep moving. You remember Dory from Finding Nemo, and she likes to say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Keep your momentum going. Keep moving. I do see a few more comments in here, so I love this. Follow-up strategy is so important. Don't discount quotes you send out. I followed up with one on Saturday from a while back, and she booked. Yes, Lisa, great job. The client saw the price has slightly gone up, and it was time to pull the trigger. I love this. Nancy is sharing Social Pro and Engagement Agent Universe. She finally did it. Great job. Those are great wins. And see, you're investing in the tools and resources that exist, and you're just pushing forward and keep that momentum going. So every single week on Motivation Monday, I like to have a quote, and this week is no different. So today's quote is, you don't have to have it all figured out. Man, don't we always want to have it all figured out? But you just have to keep moving forward. And remember, we talked about that earlier. Your strive should not be for perfection. Your strive should be for motion. How and what are you doing to keep things moving forward? So you don't have to have it all figured out. You do have to keep moving forward. So I hope that you let that guide you this week. I think that's a wonderful thing to keep in mind. So in closing, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I know it's not a Monday, it's a Tuesday, and you probably got thrown off a little bit, but I appreciate you being here. I want you to, that if you are feeling stuck or you're tired or you're a little bit off, know that you are not behind, and it's okay. And it is normal to be in a slump. Know that you are building, and that's your time now. Things that are a little bit slower, be building, keep moving forward. Take that one step, regain your momentum, and trust that progress is happening even when it's quiet. So I look forward to seeing you next week on Monday. I'll be getting back from San Diego. I'm heading to Path conference in San Diego this weekend. So if you're at Path, look forward to seeing you there. If some of you might be at ASTA, I'll see you later after ASTA for Path. And safe travels this week. Good luck in your business. And remember, just keep moving forward. Just keep swimming. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.